Good morning. This is Father Aaron Wessman with the Glen Mary Home Missioners. This is your Monday morning Missioner Moment. We celebrated here in the United States Labor Day this weekend. And for many of us, I'm assuming that this meant that we probably got together at socials or gatherings. Maybe we had a barbecue. Maybe we were able to enjoy the few remaining days of summer. And the question that perhaps we should have asked when we were at these gatherings, which comes to us from the gospel this weekend, is, did we go out of our way to invite to these gatherings the poor, the outcast, the lame, the crippled, those without friends or family? In the gospel this weekend, Jesus is invited to a party, and he is seated right next to the host. And in many ways, Jesus is not the most polite guest ever. But he says something essentially like this to the host. He says, you've got a great party here. You've invited wonderful, important, influential people who can repay you for your kindness to them. But what you should have done is went out of your way to invite the poor, the outcast, the lame, the crippled, those on the margin of society, those who can't necessarily repay you. If you would have done that, then you truly would have been blessed by my Heavenly Father. This is a tough teaching that we hear from Jesus, for we naturally like to hang around people who are our friends and family, who love us and care for us, who are kind to us, and who can repay us for our kindness to them. And I think this is okay. But Jesus says to us that this is not enough if we want to be his disciples. If we want to follow Christ as missionary disciples, then we need to go out of our way to keep in mind, to be around, to invite the poor, the outcast, the marginalized to be part of our lives. So how do we do this? We can start small. Next weekend, if you're going to get together with some of your friends, invite somebody you know is probably not going to have many people to hang around with. If you're part of a family unit, take your children, take your spouse, and go to serve amongst the poor, maybe at a soup kitchen. If you belong to a church, look around for that person who doesn't seem to fit in, doesn't talk to many folks, and go out of your way to welcome him or her to be part of the community. If we start doing these small things, we will be on the path of being missionary disciples of Christ, and we will be blessed by our Heavenly Father. God bless.